Last time on Knights of the Roll Table, Delleth, Sarsa, Jerrick, Saeleas, and Randall, along with Delleth's brother Pobble, are headed towards a mysterious northern location where a deadly contest is held. But first, all find themselves at the Arctic cottage of an old hermit named Ted, who was more than he turned out to be. Secretly a millennia-year-old dragon named Featherick, Ted offered gifts to each member of the party, revealing many interesting facts about his life and past identities, and learned that one of them was Jerrick's ancestor. It's a lot to process.
Tired, so good night, and yes, I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, of course. All right. Well, help yourself to tea on the kettle, and I will see you in the morning. So then Theodoric heads out of the room, and you are left alone to your own devices for the rest of the night. What would you like to do?
I definitely would take him up on his offer for tea. He mentioned it a whole bunch.
There's a hot kettle of water that's boiling, and next to the kettle, on a little table, where the hearth is, there's a little collection of tea leaves, and like a little brewer's kit, things like that.
Why are you being so
saying we need to drink tea right now?
Sure, he'd appreciate it.
All right, I'll try the tea first.
Well, then why did we eat the stew?
Stew is hot.
Stew was the prelude to the tea.
A nice forgetful old man was selling us the stew.
Wait,
This seems a little bit different.
Stew, STUV. It's part of the letters. Guys, I figured it out. He's a dragon. Randall figured it out.
Way to go. So Jerrick will pour.
All right, so Jerrick, you brew some tea, you steep some tea. It takes a couple minutes for it to, you give it like 3 minutes. You pour the little, it's like a little metal ball, a little silver ball that the tea leaves have been diffused in.
Classy.
And it's like you have a little teacup. Go ahead and describe how you would like to imbibe the tea. All at once, sips, like what would you like?
I think he's definitely going in for a sip. He doesn't want to burn his mouth, but there's also a lot of this will be an interesting conclusion if this gets really weird. Just sort of takes a moment to ponder. Since walking in this door over here, a lot has changed in his life, and just kind of takes a deep breath and takes, a solid sip up. Blows on it, blows some steam off. Takes a nice solid sip off the top to get the full flavor and sees what happens.
You take a sip. Those of you watching Jerrick, looks like he's just taking a sip of tea and putting his cup down. Jerrick, you take a sip, and I'd like for you to describe, from Jerrick's point of view, one, what is the most delicious taste that you remember, or that you can imagine Jerrick enjoying? Or smell, or savory kind of thing.
I'd say maybe there was a time way back when he was little, living in a server bar where some nobles or maybe somebody took things over and thought he was cute, and they sort of shared their very fancy meal with him, and that was just by far the best thing he had ever had in his life to that point. And so maybe it takes him back to that, both the drink and food and dessert and other things they were eating.
Okay, so you take a sip of this tea, and it's almost like you're having this warm meal of welcoming and belonging as a child that you had that one time. And it just kind of not only warms you up, but but makes you feel like, things are going to be okay. Like my life is about to change, but like, at least for now, I've got this. Anyone else? Would you like to drink some tea? Right.
Mhm.
Now, all of you just see Jerrick kind of sipping tea. That's all. That's all he's doing. He's kind of almost like in a trance. Not a creepy trance, but
I'll drink some tea.
I'm drinking tea.
Saeleas is just trying to figure out why Delleth's being so cagey, so he's going to go along with what he said.
okay. Saeleas, you sip some tea. Same thing. What is a wonderful taste or memory or something that you've eaten or drank that comes back to you?
He gets a sense of mint, but not like overpoweringly, just a very subtle mint, and it reminds him. Saeleas is reminded of also when he was younger, playing out in the fields and with some friends as a child, and running through a field of mint, and just like the smell that came off of that. He's like instantly transported back to that. Delicious.
Nice. Okay. Sarsa, you said you're trying some of the tea as well?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the most wonderful taste that Sarsa would have?
I think it'd be actually the first time like breathing in sea air and being out on the open ocean, and that kind of like fresh, salty, cold, like the literal taste of freedom, to be very cliche. I think it would be
nice. Your tea is not quite warm, but it's almost like this kind of bracing sea air, and it's like the first time that you were really like, hit with, this is where I'm supposed to be on the open sea, and it's got that sort of briny sea air smell to it. Yeah. Randall, are you having some tea?
Randall will have tea.
So at first, I want to say you probably were like, I'm not a tea drinker, but then you kind of smell
really
this.
Yeah.
You sort of smell the tea, and it's like, is that a hint of rotten eggs?
Ooh. No way.
Is that a hint of brown water?
A little brown water and eggs on there?
It's like, and maybe there might be a little bit of like runny bile.
Oh yeah, like some livers from a chicken that got thrown away and then left in the trash.
Maybe just like a piece of paper that's sort of just dissolved.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay, Randall's gonna try a little tea.
Yeah. So it smell like, it tastes. What is Randall's ultimate taste?
If it's gonna be another a psychological memory moment, it's the time after he kind of after he was a little possum kid, and then finally kind of was out on his own and found his first little trash can behind a bar outside of a city, coming into a big city for the first time, and kind of eating it, and then like having a full tummy on the first time, where it was like it was his discovery. He found the spot, and it was like his kind of moment there as like a real young, very young adult, teenager age. So it's like that trash. It brings all that trashy flavors back. This is great tea. Is this what all tea tastes like? Because I've been missing out.
Opal looks at Delleth and he's like, after you, I guess.
Well, all right.
He kind of pours some tea for himself as the others are, closing their eyes and sipping and just kind of being quiet and enjoying, this mysterious tea brew that everyone seems to kind of enjoy. without saying anything. And he'll kind of clink glasses with you and both take a shot. What is Delleth's tea flavor or kind of sense?
I think it would be the first warm meal that he had after leaving the kingdom behind. It's very simple. It's just bread and like a soup, maybe like a potato soup of some kind. But you know, after leaving things behind, being at sea for some amount of time, finally landing in a harbor, and then just getting like a home cooked meal that wasn't from home, reminds him of freedom.
All right. As you all are enjoying this sense and this kind of these memories and this taste, you don't know quite how or when, but sleep sort of takes you all. Not that you just black out or anything, but it just sort of, you don't really remember much of the night other than you safely go to sleep, and everyone kind of finds a nice place to relax, and you put down your bedrolls and whatnot, and we'll just say everyone gains a long rest. You can mark that on your sheet. And for the effect of drinking the tea, for the next 24 hours after you wake up, you have advantage on wisdom saving throws and +5 temporary hit points. You also cannot be charmed or frightened. And if anyone wants to put down why, it's the tea of memory. After a very restful sleep, you all wake up in your respective area of the living quarters of Theodoric, or Ted for short. It's very restful, even though the ceilings are a little bit, smaller than most of you are comfortable with. Randall and Delleth and Popel and Saeleas, you all wake up, and as you look around, you notice that 2 of your party are not there.
Hey, did Sarsa and Jerrick get up and head out without us?
Oh, they're probably out canoodling somewhere. You know how those two are.
They could just be in the restroom. Have we checked the restroom?
Ted, at that moment, you hear this. Oh, excuse me. I was in the privy. I'm sorry. I made breakfast. I made breakfast for all of you. Some sausages and some boiled cabbage soup, and I cooked up some eggs and all sorts of goodies that can fill you and warm your bellies on your journey. Everyone has their special little trinket that I gave them last night, I hope, before you head out.
Indeed, although, Mr. Ted, we do seem to be missing something.
Oh,
or should I say
right.
someone's?
That's right. I was told to give you something. It seems that Miss Sarsa and Mr. Jerrick had to go. And I was told to give you something. Well, I'll just let them do the talking themselves. And so, as you read this, we're gonna have one of you who would like to take this letter.
Oh, Saeleas can take it. Let me just unroll this. Okay. Hey, you lot. Sorry to have popped off in a hurry. Jerrick and I really wish we could have stayed to try
and
play.
explain, but
I'm
afraid things being what they are, we only had time to scribble out this hasty note. It's not what you deserve, but I hope you can find it in you to forgive us, since this is a case of quite literally divine intervention. You see, in the wee hours of the night, the tiny bairn in my belly began kicking up a storm, enough to wake the both of us. And when we rose, there hung a full moon in the window, bright as a lantern in the dark. I swear on my flask, Saloon spoke, and this time to both of us. She said this child of ours has a calling. Can you imagine? Jerrick and me are somehow meant to raise a little one who already has a destiny like what you hear in the stories. We've come a long way from burnt creme brulee and drinking contests, haven't we? Meanwhile, I'm still trying to make sense of Jerrick's dragon's blood, but I suppose everyone's got some sort of baggage. Anyway, she told us we must leave at once. We're to head east to Jerrick's father's. Our child must be brought somewhere safe before their time comes. And that there are things moving in this world we can't see yet, but we are to trust her in this. And as hard as it is in this moment to believe so blindly when so much seems at stake, I do. You know, for all my bluster, when my goddess calls, I listen. And Jerrick, well, you know him, Mr. Shining Sword and all. He didn't hesitate. He's already packed what we can carry, gotten a pair of horses from Susanna, and he's charted a path before the sun even began to sneak over the horizon. Please believe me when I say this. He would never have left you willingly. Not like this in the thick of things. His heart has always been truer than anyone I've known, and it has been tied to all of you for longer than I think he ever put into words. But Saloon has asked us to trust that she is not abandoning you, and neither are we. She said help would come for you. I'm trusting in that too. So tonight, we follow where we're called. I won't pretend I'm not afraid. I don't know what waits for us on this road or what kind of world we're bringing this child into. But for the first time in my selfish little life, I know what it is to have something worth protecting with everything I am. And Jerrick, he's been my compass in finding that truth. He's actually come inside now and he's given me that look, and I think if I continue on too long, we'll both be crying over the ink on this here page. He says to tell you all, no, he insists I write it proper. Walking alongside you all has been his greatest honour, and being a knight of the realm has meant the world to him. And no matter where this road takes us, he'll be damned proud to have called you family. That's his words, not mine. Though I suppose mushy sentimentality aside, I agree. Know that our time with you has meant more than I'll ever rightly say. This path may look different now, but it doesn't make it any less part of the same story we started together. Take care of each other. A ship is nothing without a proper crew. I'm so glad to have found mine. And when you look up at the moon, just once in a while, think of us. We'll be thinking of all of you. Cheers to the next adventure. Sarsa and Jerrick, Dark Harbor.
Well, I don't quite know what to say.
Sometimes the best thing to say is nothing at all.
I think they both would have liked it if I did that more.
It was very hard for them to leave. Just know that they're not abandoning you. They know how important this mission is, but they are on a different one now. And don't worry, they said that they would send help immediately through your nightly channels.
All I know about children is that they really make a lot of garbage, and they're going to be so full of garbage, they'll never go hungry again.
That is a sweet sentiment.
I just said it better myself.
Well said.
Those are two of my oldest friends. I will miss them dearly. But the adventure must continue.
You have an important mission, one that this whole area of the realms and hundreds, if not thousands of lives depend on your success. I believe you are You are very brave for going forward with this. I've had my share of adventures in past lifetimes, but something about all of you together, I think you'll be able to accomplish great things. Just don't die. All right. Out you go.
Easier said than done.
We'll try. Thank you.
It was nice to meet you. Oh, Randall, it was so nice to have you in the hut for a few days. And
Oh, okay.
nice to meet you too, Mr. Delleth and Mr. Popol, and you too, Saeleas.
Oh, you as well.
All right. Take
And
care.
I hope you will be well in your shack.
Oh, I'll do all right.
I'm sure you will. Cheers.
And congrats on your great grand thing. However that works for you guys.
And he slowly shuts the door, and you guys kind of step forward a little bit. You take a couple steps, gather your things. Susanna has since moved on. You know, she went and looked for the rest of the horses that you set free at the top of the ravine. You don't see her, so you assume that she kind of left as well. She said that she was going to go collect the horses and then head to a safer place for them. As you look back to Theodoric's hut, it's gone. It has vanished. There's no trace of any hut. It's just snow-covered cavern basin, and there's nothing there.
Hey guys, I let me go grab my.
disappeared.
Oh, I think I left my keys in there. Let me
Randall.
go back in. Oh no! Not again, Randall.
Oh, Randall.
It's a bad mix.
Randall.
Oh man.
All right. So
Who, me?
you continue to walk. It's not that far through the rest of the ravine. It's a pretty quiet walk. You kind of reflect on Sarsa and Jerrick's letter, having different emotions. And as you come to the edge of the ravine, you see the beginning of a teleportation circle. It's forming. It gets bigger. It's familiar. It's golden with a little bit of amber hues and sparks. And through it, a familiar form, female, in a yellow fur-rimmed parka with mittens and a little muff that she has her hands in. And I imagine probably some sort of fuzzy warm hat. The enigmatic silhouette of a half-elf.
Hello!
Hey.
Wait, who's this? Are we fighting her?
She's a friend.
Oh, okay.
I am here to help. Anyways, it looks like we have a lot of work to do, so let's get going.
And as Maya walks forward, you notice the portal stays open and a second form walks through. Not feminine, not masculine, but more constructed. A cylindrical frame, very symmetrical, wooden and metal, walks through, and you see, some of you might recognize this form, a somewhat kind of metallic voice says, "Hello, friend knights. I am Carver. I'm here to help." You have two new party members that have just joined you. Maya, the half-elf, who has appeared here, and some of you might have heard of her. She's a hero of the realm. And then Carver, who is a Warforged artificer who helped in Red Basin, and some of you might recognize him as well. And you've also seen other Carver-like constructs, because there were several of them that got sort of reactivated, and they've been sort of helping around knights and like recruiting and finding other knights and stuff like that, doing some of the recon work and things like that. But this is the original Carver model, which is pretty cool.
Maya! It's so good to see you! What are you doing here?
Hello. Well, I was summoned. I was told that I had to help, and so I showed up. And now I am here, and I am ready to help. What are we doing, and when is lunch?
Well, it's a long...
Carver says...
Oh, Matt, it's a long story.
We were asked to come and assist you in this journey by some of your compatriots who were called back to headquarters. They are on their own mission, and they didn't want to leave you alone.
Oh yeah,
Hello, friend.
let's wow, how do you work together? Is there somebody inside of you?
Saeleas?
How does this all work together? And you're gonna ting,
Saeleas
ting,
is gonna
ting,
grab
ting.
Randall by the scruff of the neck and pull him back as that's happening.
I am Carver. I am a construct. I am made of wood and metal and other arcane elements.
Randall, don't touch people without their permission.
Okay, fine. Sorry. It just
I like your bag of garbage.
oh yeah, it's got lots of cool stuff in here. Maybe I'll build you a little friend.
I also have little friends that I have built.
And he opens up his little shoulder compartment, and the little hummingbird Chisel.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Chisel pops up and goes.
Oh, I like him very much. This is very
Kinda
good.
Flies up really close to you and
Ooh.
Did you make
And
a
then-
little
Wow.
friend?
goes back inside. Actually, Chisel will go and land on top of Maya's head and kind of just like settle in. Into your fur parka.
Oh my goodness, you are so cute. Do you have what is this, the name of this enchanting, have I met Chisel?
I don't think so. You've probably met Carver in passing, but you haven't spent a lot of time together.
What is the name of this beautiful little bird?
This is Chisel. He is my companion.
Delleth, you want to fill these guys in on where we're going? The heart of the beast.
Yes, we don't really
Fight
have
to
a
the
lot of
death.
time to lose. Hello, Maya, right? And obviously Carver, aside for Sore Eyes. Thank you for joining us.
It is good to see you, friend Delleth.
What do you know about the situation around here with me and my family and other things? Oh, by the way, this is my brother Popol.
Hello, friend Delleth's brother Popol.
I am Maya. I like butter and the occasional relaxing spa day. I also recently discovered vampire literature. It's captivating. And I love the colors yellow, red.
When you say vampire literature, Popol's like, we should get going.
Yes, well, there'll be plenty to talk about around that, Maya. Yes, let's get going. We've managed to get this far, and really,
I sense your
I feel that-
brother's temperature is very low. Is he all right?
yes, he's just a little cool in some ways.
His heartbeat is lower than usual for humans.
You know, the vampire literature would probably warm him right up.
Maybe it would. Maybe certain scrolls would be not appropriate to read with us next to him. But yes, we should get a move on. There's a nearby site that we've been pointed toward, where we would be able to meet some people we've been looking for.
So, all of you trek a little ways through essentially the rest of the cavern, and through Candlemelt Falls, the frozen Candlemelt Falls, to the end of the ravine, And you see as it opens up and the sunlight starts creeping into your eyes, there is a large, open, frozen field of ice and snow. And beyond that, about 200 yards away, you see a massive doorway made up of two large blue iron doors, 200 feet tall, about 100 feet wide, that are enormous iron gates. And these are impossible to open by any living thing except for the very large blue frost giants that are standing in front of these doors. These massively robust and bulky frost giants who are not 100 feet tall, but they're good like 25, 30 feet tall. From this distance, they're like, what are those big dudes? And there's two of them. They're each standing in front of a door. They're kind of just like, you can't hear them because it's very far away. And they are, you also notice from a distance the caravan, or a caravan of several wagons, maybe supplies. You can't tell if there's people inside. Approaches. These giants kind of look back towards the door. They grab a giant chain, a massive heavy chain, and start pulling. Opens the doors, and the wagons go inside. And then after they finish, the doors start to shut. The giants push against the doors. And all this takes a couple of minutes as you're watching this happen. You are far enough away where they do not see you. There's snow drifts and ice and juts and things like that in the field, but this is your destination, where you need to go.
So that's where we're going. In there.
Perhaps we should go up to the gates and ask for entry.
I'm pretty good at asking for things if you want me to
Good
do
idea.
that.
I don't think we'll win a battle against ice giant things.
The likelihood of surviving a battle against frost giants is very small. Diplomacy might be our best option.
Can I look in the book of the?
All right, I'll go say
Can I look in the book of the realms and see what I know about ice giants? Yeah.
Frost giants? Sure. You can look up. You find not much, but they are generally, from what you find in entries of this area of the Centralands, is that frost giants are generally territorial in nature. They like to protect their own people. They generally do not negotiate, and they will fight for what they believe in. Essentially, they don't necessarily take sides other than their own.
I'll relay that information.
Popol chimes in, and he says, "Wait a minute. I'm getting a thing. This might be a new ability. It's a little weird." And he kind of looks at Delleth, and he's like, "Is this a thing? How do I know if I have a thing? This is new to me. They're not alive. Does that make sense?"
Oh.
So you are saying they are undead?
Yeah, but how would I know that? I guess I kind of know
Perhaps
that.
it's sort of how Dad's knee starts acting up when it rains, you know?
Yeah. It's just a feeling. It's
Just a feeling.
okay. I kind of see it. I kind of know it.
Well, then I don't think talking to them is going to be a very good idea.
Oh, it seems not.
Can we try to sneak I don't
Seems
know.
like the only option.
I'm not good at plans.
I'm trying to find my Saeleas stuff so I remember what he can do.
Maybe there's like a garbage chute or like a sewer pipe or something that comes out through one of the sides of the wall. We can go through there. People don't like garbage inside their walls. They always throw it out.
How about this? Everyone put up your cloaks. I'll talk to the giants. Me and Popo will talk to the giants. We're from here. And we'll feel it out. All right? But everyone just be cool.
Pull the hey brother, you should pull the royal card, you know, like the you're the son of the Lord, the High Lord, you know? I mean, they're probably listening to you.
The royal card.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You should pull the royal card.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to do.
That's what I'm telling you to do, dude.
Yes, but I'm saying it was my idea, Pope.
They're in violent agreement.
I just said it.
Why don't we just let's do your plan, you go, and we will keep the hoods up.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
My plan. Yes, you see, Popo? All right.
My plan. All right, so you all kind of go forward. Everybody has cloaks. You see that Maya and Carver have also been equipped with some winter clothing as well. And you went. You go further along the path. You kind of find your way on the path where the wagons traveled, and as you get closer and closer, the giants seem just more stoic and frozen. And as you get closer to them, they do in fact have missing parts of their face. Their skin is kind of rotted, and they're showing areas of bone. They kind of look dead in the eyes, and this gigantic 200-foot high door, gates are in front of you, and you approach, and the giants kind of go,
"Greetings, giants. It is I, Delleth Corvax, beloved prodigal son of the Corvax line. We're running a little late compared to the other caravans. We would love to go in there."
At that point, after a beat, a very small iron door inside of the giant doors. It's kind of like in the very base, kind of goes, and this orc comes out. It's not a usual looking orc. It's kind of like he's kind of got this like bluish, faded, like the blood of his skin is sort of been drained a little bit, and he comes out and he's like, "What's happening out here? What do you want?"
"Why, we merely wish to participate in the tournament. We're stragglers."
"Why weren't you on the wagons?"
Well, we got out to, release our bladders, and before we knew it, we turned around and they had started moving on."
"Well, we're almost ready to start. Get inside, quick."
"Of course, and our bladders are empty, I guarantee you."
"I don't care about your bladders."
Well, thank you so much, sir.
Duly noted.
"Wipe your feet. Make sure you wipe your feet, mind."
"We will."
"I don't want any of those your messy, dirty feet getting in our nice establishment."
Okay. Starting to get a little
rude, but okay.
All right.
In fact, there is a tiny mat that says "Welcome."
Welcome, huh? In front of the giant stone doors?
Yeah, well, not in front of the doors. It's in front of the tiny inset door.
Gotcha.
That'd be funny if there was a 200-foot
really
wide
big,
mat that said "Welcome," and you fall inside the W, die. No, so you go inside. The orc, the sort of light green bluish orc, shuts the door. You walk past, and you go inside, and you see a large interior hallway with a kind of really big, wide, flat platform down a couple of stairs, and it's this rectangular platform, and there's columns made of ice and maybe what looks like some sort of bone or ivory or something like that. That juts up to the ceiling about 200, maybe even 300 foot tall. Each column goes up, and at the very in the middle of this floor, there's about 100 or so other people, various members of the caravan that left from the town. So several of you saw them. The rest of you, Carver and Maya, see these people just kind of waiting around, surrounding the rectangular floor that's sunken in. Are all of these armored sort of, I'm going to use a modern term, stormtrooperish kind of white armored guards that are probably vampires from having fought some, or at least those of you who fought some before, but they're in this sort of frost armor, and they're all holding spears and halberds and like kind of long white kind of bony weapons. And then so you head down into this kind of rectangular area, and your cloaks come down, the hood comes down, the hoods come down, and you're looking around a little bit, kind of seeing where you are and taking in the sights and kind of blending in with the crowd a little bit. And at that point you hear a voice, and a slight door opens up, and you see a kind of this light behind it, and from the door a small a figure walks out, and he is a cloaked figure in a red and white kind of fur robe, and around his pale face is long white hair, and he's got this kind of gaunt face and a small white goatee. And he comes up to the edge, and he's above all of you. It's almost like if this whole thing was a swimming pool, he would be on the diving board, so to speak. And he comes up, and his voice is projected, and he says,
"Welcome, competitors, to the Frost Games. You have come here to risk it all, and all of you will risk everything for the ultimate prize. Some of you have journeyed far away from your loved ones, your lands, your responsibilities. I know how much this means, and I wish I could give the prize to all of you. But as you know, reward is gained through sacrifice. Most of you will not make it through to the end, but do not worry, I will make sure your legacy lives on. Your bodies will feed the land, and your souls will be ushered into the next realm. I have run many deadly games like this before, some for sport, others for pleasure, some for pleasure and sport. But this world has become treacherous, untrustworthy, and too serious. I see a world where everyone will compete in games of skill, and with your help, I will usher in a new era where the games of skill and deadly consequence will be the new norm. For I, Victor von Schnell, promise you, this will be a competition for the ages."